Holy moly, this place doesn't end. More fake watches. Nothing special, these ones, just Rolexes, right? If you guys were to put all of the flea markets of the world together, I really mean it, put all of the flea markets of the world together, you would get the Grand Bazar. This place just doesn't end. Okay, I think we're back in one of the main halls. Interesting fact about the Grand Bazar, we had one in Afghanistan before the British destroyed it. Identical Grand Bazar. And I believe there's one, I believe there's one in Egypt. Is it as big? Is it as packed? I wouldn't be able to tell you, I haven't been there yet. But I don't believe that one country built it and another country looked at it and said, hey, nice Grand Bazar you got there, buddy. Let me make a copy. Somehow make an identical copy. That is, I mean, that's what history will tell us. We all copied one another. I personally don't believe this. I believe that there was an empire prior to us that had built all of this stuff. That is why you find so many structures that are identical in different parts of the world. And our penguin historians will tell us that we all copied one another. And the sheep will believe. I don't take this perspective. I am gonna open up another channel that's gonna address some of this stuff, and hopefully I have some of my footage from my travels so I can show you guys. Look, Grand Bazar here. Maybe there's remnants of it in Afghanistan still if I ever go visit, I don't know. I've also found some very interesting architecture here in Turkey that you'll find almost identical versions of it in Uzbekistan. Now I know they're not too far away from one another, and you can say, well, they copy one another. Guys, think for yourself a little bit. Just simply making a copy is not so easy. Where did the know-how come from this? You know, let's just say the Uzbeks copied the Turks, right? What did they do? Just come and take a look and say, okay, we have the engineering know-how, we have the technical know-how, and somehow overnight we're gonna build something literally identical. Doesn't add up. And you can say, well, they were all part of the same empire. So maybe the Ottoman Empire built both of them. Sure, right, it's a possibility. But to me, even that doesn't add up, because this Ottoman Empire wasn't, you know, a 1,000-year-old empire, guys. Most, you know, 100 years, the first 100 years was war, internal war, this, that. So history tells us. They only had a very short period of the golden age. What did they do first? Conquer, build? It doesn't add up. Same thing goes with the amount of quote-unquote Greco-Romano architecture that you can still find in Afghanistan. Some of these structures are still there. Now, we're told the Greeks came and built it. Okay. The Greeks didn't spend more than maybe 2-3 years in Afghanistan. What did they do first? Fight the locals? Try to make it to India, as the story goes? Or did they bring an army of engineers and you know, go gung-ho on building Greco-Romano architecture all over Afghanistan? It doesn't add up. We had a structure in Afghanistan called, translated as 40 pillars. So imagine a Greco-Romano architecture in the capital city with 40 pillars. That's a lot of pillars, guys. They were literally like the kind of pillars you would find in the Colosseum. There's pictures of it, not a lot. There's like a handful of pictures of it you can find on one side. the pictures that I found, I was not able to see the full 40 pillars, but maybe like 10. They're full-blown pillars. When you start doing the math and thinking about it, how is that possible? And then I came across, years ago, I came across this really unknown empire called the Tartarian Empire. And all of a sudden, some things added up while others are still a mystery. So, question is, how on earth do we have an empire called the Tartarian Empire that on maps we can prove that they existed for at minimum 1,000 years? Exactly who were the Tartarians, I can't tell you. It's a mystery amongst those that are researching it. There are many, many theories out there. I don't think anybody can really tell you exactly who these Tartarians were. But it begs the question, how is it that 1,000-year empire existed and yet we know nothing of it in our history books? I wasn't taught this in school, neither were you, my friends. You weren't taught this in school also. It's a serious question we should be asking, right? So, was it this Tartarian Empire that built all of this? Your guess is as good as mine. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Was it an empire prior to the Tartarians that built all of this? I don't know. But it definitely, in my world anyway, it definitely wasn't what they claim. A lot of our history got wiped out in the mid-1800s. The world that we knew was very different prior to the 1800s, and the world today is very different. I have maps from the original map from the 1700s. If you guys were to see, and you will one day because I'm gonna create a channel for some of this stuff. If you guys were to see how the world looked like, what country was where, and how the geography looked like, and what kind of cities what kind of cities everybody was living in, you would be baffled. You would be absolutely baffled. And most of you would think these maps are fake because it's so fantastic what it's showing. Thank you, brother. Already too much. Yes.
Biliyor musun? Gelmiyor unuttum buraları.
Okay, guys. I yapped a lot. I can't find the pin. I think it's about time to make my way back to the airport. Get some uploading done. Free up some space on my hard drive. I hope you guys enjoyed the Grand Bazar. How long is this video? Only 17 minutes. Maybe we keep going.